Hello, and welcome to all of you. We're so excited to enjoy this time honoring our 2020 Lobo Student Athlete Unleashing the Pack graduation. We thank you all so much for joining us. I'd also like to take this time to thank ProView for making all of this happen during a really interesting time. We are so gratified to be able to spend time with all of you and celebrate the accomplishment of student athletes who have done so much during their time here as Lobos. They deserve this time. And so without further ado, first I'd like to welcome all of the viewers, our UNM administrators, faculty, and staff, without whom our student athletes wouldn't have been able to do any of what they've done. To our athletic department, administration, our staff, the coaches who recruited these student athletes, to all of the fans who have cheered our students on, to their friends and their teammates who have supported them and helped them and made this college experience incredibly memorable and enjoyable. I also want to send a special welcome to my staff, all of the athletic advisors. I know that you all are sitting around your computers right now with tears in your eyes, so excited to see the accomplishments of our students. I'd like to thank the families and especially the parents who are willing to lend your students to us for this time and allow us to have them in our lives and to enjoy them for the period of time that we have. You all did an amazing job raising these students. I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the fact that these are quite odd circumstances. Typically, we would have gathered in the pit and celebrated and presented you your gifts in person, but we couldn't let this time go by without acknowledging you somehow. So hopefully you're enjoying this opportunity. These unique circumstances did give us an opportunity to collect videos from many of the individuals who are interested in congratulating all of you who wouldn't necessarily be able to attend a live ceremony. So at this time, based on that amazing information, I would like to introduce our first speaker, someone who's worked hard from the moment that she arrived on campus to support athletics, the president of the University of New Mexico, Dr. Garnett Stokes.
Hi there, Lobos. This is President Stokes, and I'm so proud to be here with you today, even if it's only virtually, to help congratulate and celebrate the class of 2020. It goes without saying that this was not the conclusion we expected for the end of the 2020 season. When the COVID pandemic struck campuses hard this spring, you did what athletes do so well. You immediately adapted to a new playbook and prepared yourself to run a new kind of offense. You embraced remote learning without complaint and got used to seeing your classmates and instructors reduced to the size of Zoom windows. And now here you are, and you've done something incredible. In the middle of this chaos, you've completed your degree. Congratulations, you're officially Lobo graduates and Lobo alumni. I can't begin to tell you how impressed I am with all of you, but I also understand that the very policies that were put in place to protect your health and safety also denied you a part of the college experience that is uniquely yours. You're Lobo athletes, and for many of you, the steps that were taken to keep you safe also cut short your final season in a Lobo uniform. I want you to know that even as my heart breaks for you being denied that experience, I'm also so proud of every one of you. As athletes, you're ambassadors for our university, and watching you conduct yourselves with grace and with that energizing Lobo spirit through what I know has been a very discouraging time has been truly inspiring. Thank you for all your leadership and for holding your heads high. We know the class of 2020 will definitely be one for the history books, but you, our Lobo athletes, you're also one for the record books. In the fall of 2019, Lobo athletes achieved a record-setting GPA of 3.37, and we had 61 athletes earn academic all-conference honors. Our spring results are still coming in, and I expect we'll see the same remarkable upward trend. Congratulations on this amazing academic achievement. Beyond the classroom, cutting short the season also meant cutting short some really noteworthy on-field achievements as well. Wayne Kaladi, for example, was the women's cross-country national champion, and our women's team finished 4th nationally. But while many of you saw your seasons unexpectedly come to an end, We're so honored to have had you representing all of us as you proudly wore your cherry and silver and then carried yourselves with dignity in the face of disappointment. Because that's what champions do. Thank you again for letting me celebrate with you. And remember, you are officially Lobos for life, and we're pretty proud to call you that.
Thank you, Dr. Stokes, for those words. Our next guest has helmed UNM's athletic department since August of 2017. He remains steadfastly committed to supporting our student athletes in every aspect of our lives. The number of athletes who graduate each semester is a testament to his leadership. Please welcome our athletic director, Eddie Nunez.
Thank you, Chris. Before I get started, I do want to say thank you to everyone who helped put this together. This is not an easy task, having to do this virtually, so to everyone, our marketing team, ProView, everyone that's had a hand in this, our academic staff, thank you for making this possible. Good afternoon and welcome. Today, you are a college graduate. That has a great ring to it, doesn't it? College graduate. It's about you. It's your hard work, your dedication, your will to win, to support those around you that have led you to this point in your journey. I cannot possibly know the struggles and the triumphs of your personal journey to this point, but I do know from my own experience as a student athlete, it wasn't easy. As it turns out, your journey is unlike any other. Around this time, we're usually sitting at the pit, surrounded by all those individuals that helped you get to here today. Unfortunately, instead, we're celebrating virtually as we work to stay safe and healthy during this global pandemic that happened to hit during your final semester. This is now your part of your story, and like your journey here today, it's not easy. While we're not able to celebrate together in person, I can tell you this. This will probably be, for all of us, the most memorable graduation celebration that we will be a part of. The class of 2020 is a very special group of Lobos. The maturity level, the perseverance that you have shown over the last 2 months have been a celebration, make this celebration, inspiring to all of us lucky to be a part of it. I hope you too remember it fondly as a shining moment in a difficult struggle, as an opportunity to rise above it all, achieve great things in your life. Make no mistakes. There's so many tremendous opportunities out there for each one of you. If you put the same effort, the same drive, the same determination that you did to get to this point in your lives, your futures are all bright. I understand firsthand what it means to take advantage of a college degree. As a young man from Miami, Florida, in a predominantly Spanish-speaking household, I took advantage and worked very hard to earn my associates in arts from Miami-Dade Community College as a student athlete, and then from the University of Florida as a student athlete for my bachelor's and my master's. My journey took me from Wisconsin to Tennessee to Louisiana, and ultimately finally landing in New Mexico, where I'm so grateful to be here with my family. It is not about the hand you're dealt, but how you play the cards that you have, because the future is yours for the making. John Gordon said it right. Don't look backwards. Look forward, always stay positive, and always work hard. We look forward to seeing all the accomplishments in the future. Our great fans, coaches, staff, your families, we will always have your back. Continue to believe the best is yet to come, and always remember that you are a Lobo for life. Never shall we fail, fighting ever, yielding never. In behalf of myself and everyone in our department, congratulations, class of 2020.
Thank you so much, Eddie, for those words. In recent years, we began the tradition of inviting back a student athlete who graduated as a Lobo and is now out in the community making an impact. This year's alum is former women's soccer player Olivia Ferrier, who is now working on the front lines fighting the COVID-19 pandemic as an ICU nurse at UNM Hospital here in Albuquerque. In her own words, Olivia Ferrier.
Hi everyone, my name is Olivia Ferrier and I played women's soccer at UNM from 2012 to 2016, where I graduated with a degree in psychology, and I went on to go to nursing school where I graduated in 2018. I now work at the medical cardiac ICU at UNMH, and to say that these past few months have been crazy would be an understatement, and you all know that firsthand. And I'm so sorry that you guys didn't get the graduation experience that maybe you'd hoped for. But I'm really honored to be your guys' speaker today. And I've been able to reminisce on how playing a Division I sport at UNM has really shaped my life in almost every way, including where I am in my career right now. I attribute a lot of that to the skills and the qualities that I learned while playing soccer. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about that today. First of all, I think one of the qualities that has made me so successful in my career is a quality that every single one of you possess, because we have to have it in order to play a Division I sport. And that is the ability to perform at our highest level despite adversity and despite the pressure that you might be under in that moment to perform. I see it every day in my career where I have to take a step back, assess what's going on, process information that's coming at me from all different angles, and understand the role that I play in the team and how I can best perform that role in order to get the best outcome for what is now my patients, and it used to be the team. And that's something that you guys do every single day. And no matter what sport, you've experienced pressure, I think, in some capacity, and being able to, no matter how nervous you might be or how intimidated or what you might be feeling on the inside, be able to exude a very different demeanor, maybe a very calming demeanor or a very take charge demeanor, but no matter what, you are able to think about the outcome and how you can achieve it despite the pressure that you might be under in that moment. And I promise you that no matter what your career path is, that will benefit you in so many ways. Not everyone possesses these skills, even though we are all around people who do, your teammates. Everyone possesses these qualities, but in the real world, that's very much not the case, and it will serve you well no matter what you do. And secondly, I think this is a quality that maybe gets overshadowed or overlooked. I think frequently when people talk about student athletes, they talk about their leadership qualities. Employers love hiring student athletes. They talk about their leadership qualities and being able to perform at their best ability and lead a team. But I think something that gets overlooked is also our ability to follow. And what I mean by that is you guys are going to enter some unknown terrain after graduation, where it's unlikely that you will be a leader straight out of the gate. So it's going to become extremely important to seek out those who are leaders, do have experience, and learn from them and pick their brains and ask questions and ask for advice and learn how to be the best at whatever it is that you are pursuing. And when you think about it, it's almost starting the cycle over again when you were a freshman. Maybe some of you were leaders right out of the gate, and that's amazing, but most of us weren't, and we had to learn from the people who had experience and Just like being a freshman for me was quite intimidating and almost terrifying. Being a new nurse was equally as intimidating and terrifying, but I was able to seek out experience and ask questions and be able to learn from those who have the experience, just like we did as freshmen. And it's amazing how seamlessly the qualities that we learn at UNM translate into the rest of our life. And being a good learner and a good follower and a good listener are arguably one of the most important traits that have helped me in my career, because I've essentially just gone from one team to another. Nursing is a very team-driven career, and that's part of why I absolutely love it so much. But it took understanding my role and learning from those who have been there longer than me, and understanding that I don't know it all and I don't know nearly as much as I would like to, but that's what keeps me going. And that's, I'm sure, what kept a lot of us going in our sports, is that we're not as good as we want to be right now. And we're going to work every single day to get better. And we're going to go to those people who might have more experience or are better at certain things than we are. And we're going to ask them for help. And we're going to ask them to share their secrets and ask for advice. And it's the same thing in life and in the rest of your career. And that has really proven to be very useful for me in such a team-based atmosphere. And lastly, I just want to say that I know you guys are entering a really crazy world right now, and some of you may have the most seamless transition from graduation to non-sports life. But for some of you, that might not be the case. Some of you might really struggle to find your place after sports and to find your purpose. I know I really struggled with it probably around a year after graduation, after all the excitement wears off and realizing that I can work out the way I want to and I don't have to go to practice every day. I actually ended up really missing that structure, and I really struggled to find my purpose after sports. But my career has really changed that for me, and I now have a very new, different, and important purpose. And the qualities I learned playing a Division I sport help me every single day, no matter if I acknowledge them or not. But I just want you guys to know that whatever you experience and you feel after graduation is completely normal, and the world is lucky to have you. And I'm so excited for every single one of you here today, because it's the most incredible feeling to say that you made it. And very few experiences in life, I think, will amount to the ones I had playing at UNM. And I will be forever grateful for that. And I'll cherish the friendships I made there forever. And I hope you all do the same. So congrats, class of 2020. I'm so happy for you, and the world is lucky to have you. Go out there and rock it. Go Lobos.
Thank you so much, Olivia, for those inspiring words. We are absolutely in awe of the work that you're doing and so proud of you. Thank you for representing us every day and working so hard in what you do to make a difference in people's lives. Our next presenter is not only a former Lobo volleyball player and the president of our UNM Alumni Association, she's also a Lobo for life who actually got married at a Lobo football tailgate last season. Please welcome Sheila Mendez.
Hello, fellow Lobos. I'm Sheila Mendez, president of the UNM Alumni Lettermen's Association. What an honor it is for me to be here today and celebrate you and your achievement here at UNM as a student and as an athlete. I know you've probably heard this phrase 1,000 times plus, that we are in unprecedented times. And you know what? We are. Your generation of graduates are having to adapt very quickly to a lifestyle change, and you're making the best of every situation, like your virtual graduation. Hey, I'm coming to you and talking to you right now from my local bar in mi casita. A little different. But you know, as an athlete, you and those who came before you are very resilient. So you're not going to let anything stand in your way of your success. So you know what? Almost 30 years ago, just like you, I was a student athlete getting ready to achieve my degree. As a former UNM volleyball player, I understand firsthand the importance of leadership and the commitment to your team while balancing the responsibilities of your education as well as representing your school with the utmost honor. I say congratulations to you. You've done a job well done. But I hope that as your time at UNM ends, that you, like me, have taken a time to look back and smile and say, I remember that time, and I want to be able to share that with others moving forward. Building lifelong friendships, like I have with my teammates back in 1988, right? First time UNM ever won their conference championships. You too will have lifetime friendships with your teammates and your coaches and your administrators and even your fans. Thank God for social media, right? So this way we can stay connected. I gotta tell you that today is a pivotal part in your journey as you transition from this very moment to the road you have ahead of you. No matter where that road takes you, whether you stay here in state or you decide to leave our beautiful New Mexico, I encourage you to find those opportunities to stay involved with the school, with the athletic department, and with future student athletes. Because those who come after us, we want them to share the same type of wonderful experience that you and I had during our term here at UNM. And we, the Alumni Lettermen's Association, can help you do that and stay connected, because at UNM we're a family. So take advantage of that first year membership that we're giving you and go to the events and stay involved and get connected. I just wanted to applaud you for your success. Congratulations on a job well done. And you should be proud to be a UNM Lobo, because once a Lobo, always a Lobo. Lobos for life. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Sheila, not only for sharing those words with us today, but for all the work that you do with the Alumni Lettermen Association. Our Lobo Club is instrumental in providing support for our student athletes. Their members are committed to student athlete excellence, and quite frankly, we wouldn't be able to do what we do without their support. I'm now pleased to introduce our Lobo Club Executive Director, Jalen Dominguez. Jalen?
Thank you, Chris. And to our graduating seniors, congratulations. As well to your families, friends, coaches, academic advisors, and everyone who made today possible. My name is Jalen Dominguez. I'm the Executive Director here at our Lobo Club, and welcome to everyone who's joining us from wherever you are. Now, clearly, this is not exactly how we wanted to do this or intended to do this, and I have to admit, I was a little bit saddened this morning when I was thinking about how I'm probably going to miss my favorite part of this ceremony, which admittedly is not the speeches, so no offense to anyone who's, or no offense taken if anyone's muted me or tuned me out. For me, it's always been about the expressions on the graduating seniors' faces as they walk across that stage, they get that diploma, and the expressions and the engagement of their family and the audience. But, you know, the more I thought about it, while symbolic, the stage is just wood, the diploma is just paper. It's what they all represent, the incredible hard work and dedication that it took to get here. And I'm well aware that that all started well before you got to campus. In fact, if you did not possess the skill set before you got here, both physically, mentally, and emotionally, you'd have never got the honor of putting on a Lobo jersey. And I'm sure when you got that jersey, your coach made it very clear to you the responsibility that comes with that jersey. And over your time here, you've taken that skill set, and both by design and circumstance, you have built on it. So now here's the key: taking that skill set and applying it to what's next in your journey. Now, right now, I don't know what the world's going to look like tomorrow, in a month, in a year, 3 years, 5 years, but here's the good news. Regardless of what it looks like, you're ready, you're prepared. And in fact, you're more prepared than most of your peers. They did not have to endure the same type of challenges, pressure, time management with a spotlight on them the same way you did. You are more ready than they are to take on these next challenges. But here's the bad news. That responsibility you got when you put on a Lobo jersey, it doesn't go away when you take it off. In fact, it only grows. You have a responsibility to not only represent yourself, your family, but all of Lobo Nation and everything you do. And unfortunately, there's also a little bit more responsibility out on top of that for you now. You have a responsibility to not only remember those who helped you get to where you are, but a responsibility to help those who come after you achieve the same thing. And that's where the Lobo Club comes in. There's a group of people who have made an intentional decision with their time, their energy, and their resources to provide you a platform to perform and to grow. And our hope is, as you go out and enjoy the many successes you're going to enjoy, and believe me, you are going to enjoy many successes, that when the time's right, you consider making that same decision to help those that are coming up. Class of 2020, it's been a privilege to watch you perform as Lobos, and we cannot wait to see what you do next. So thank you, congratulations, and good luck.
Thank you so much, Jalen. Traditionally, each year a member of the graduating class speaks on behalf of his or her cohort. This year's senior speaker is a 4-year member of UNM Swim and Dive Team, as well as the outgoing president of our Student Athlete Advisory Committee. She's also a local student, having grown up in New Mexico and graduated from Albuquerque St. Pius High School. She's worked tirelessly to promote student athlete welfare, and she just happens to be one of the most delightful students I've ever had the pleasure of working with. This year's senior speaker is Natasha Dark.
Today is Saturday, May 23rd, 2020. On this day, the majority of us will end our time here as Lobo student athletes in one of the most unexpected settings. On our couches, dressed up from head to toe in our finest pajama attire, maybe munching on the bagel leftovers from the Postmates order earlier this morning. We had ended our athletic careers in some unconventional ways. We were looking forward to celebrating our successes and our pending athletic retirement by making more late-night last call visits, visiting the Lobo Village pool on weekdays more, and counting down the days until another long night in Zimmerman Library is obsolete to our regular routines. Instead, we have found solace in the most pillowed corners of our bed, binging the Netflix shows that we have been longing to have time to catch up on. We had, for the most part, been so eager to end our athletic seasons and our schooling on our terms, to fight to the very end for that diploma. But being forced to take this break from ordinary life has been paradoxically relaxing and unsettling. We are used to the normalcy of looking towards the future for the end. But now we have been given the chance to reminisce on the aspects of our normal lives that we have truly missed. As a local to Albuquerque, I have grown up walking around main campus as if I have always belonged here, and I have practiced in the same pool every day for a decade of my life. New Mexico will always be my home. And I hope in your 4 years here that you have grown to find some sort of home at UNM too. As much as I do not miss biking through cold winter winds to get to morning practice, I do miss my coaches immensely during this time. We have all had our ups and downs with them, and we as athletes certainly don't always make their jobs easy. But they were always eager to push us to succeed, but also support us when we struggled. Thank you to all coaches, athletic trainers, athletic advisors, and administrators that have made our journey throughout Lobo life truly remarkable. Social distancing has also been challenging to hanging out with my teammates. Most of mine are at home right now, and I rely on Zoom meetings and daily Snapchats just to keep in contact with them. But this connection will never match the deep feeling of satisfaction I got when I heard my teammates bouncing on the board right next to me or swimming in the lane right in front of me. It's the feeling of presence with them in that moment, a moment that we share as we work towards one common goal. And that's one of the greatest connections with someone that we might experience in our lifetimes. We are so lucky to have experienced such good memories of this feeling with our teammates. We are so lucky to have created a familial unit between people from opposite sides of the country and even opposite sides of the world as student athletes. I can always count on my best friends, no matter where we are geographically, to support me and guide me when I need their help most. And I'm honored to be able to continue to encourage them towards their own successes in life. Thank you to all my teammates from the bottom of my heart for being my family. Lobos por vida. But I could never discount the families that contributed to helping us earn a spot on the team, that place that we get to call a home away from home. We all come together here from families of various backgrounds, cultures, and ethnicities. We have taken our resources that they provided for our success, all of their peculiar habits and sayings, and all of their words of love and encouragement with us into a prestigious athletic institution to try our best to make them proud. But I think the best part of having this level of diversity in one department is that we can use everything that we have learned from our families to contribute to something greater than ourselves, our Lobo community as a whole. Thank you to all of the moms, dads, grandparents, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, and cousins that have helped us along the path of life that has led us to this very day, our college graduation. So I bet by now it just sounds like I'm rambling on about the great parts of being a student athlete, which is definitely a good component of the graduation speech that you all have been promised here today. But I also want to tie all of this together into one of the most important lessons that I have learned during my time as a student athlete here. So we are members of a generation right now that has witnessed one of the most profound and life-altering global events in human history. We are part of the select few individuals that lived through a pandemic during a time when life is so fluid and uncertain for us as new college graduates. With the near impossibility for planning for the future right now, we have been allowed the opportunity to look towards our past and truly live in the present in our lives. We are so used to moving at rocket speed from practice to classes and back to practice again, that we have rarely had the opportunity to actually slow down and appreciate what we have right in front of us. And I am honored to have had that opportunity today to share some of this gratitude for what I have had and what I have now. Instead of being frustrated with the uncertainty about the future, I have learned that I have grown so much as a student athlete, and I've grown so much as a person throughout college and throughout my athletic career as a whole, that I have had the resources to be able to tackle uncertainty as it comes. It is okay to not have your next step completely planned out today, because we have taken the time during college to gather the tools that we will need to be successful and happy in our future. So, as you celebrate all of your achievements today as college graduates, I ask you to give yourself the opportunity to look back on your personal experience in college and remember all that there is for you to be proud about. Take this time being home more often in the next few weeks to fully accept every success and failure that you have faced as an individual. We have all failed, we have all persevered, and we have all felt joy in our accomplishments that have led us to this very moment. But we should all be extraordinarily proud of ourselves for being open to taking on all new opportunities that have built us into the people that we are today. I believe that success in this lifetime lies in our ability to learn from new experiences and apply this knowledge to problems in the future. This is a good foundation for influencing change, And don't we all want to make some type of difference in some facet of our lives? The joys that we have celebrated and the challenges that we have endured in athletics are never obsolete. And we should never let anyone tell us that we cannot use our talents and skills as an athlete to create change in our careers in the future. Today, we have proven that happiness and success can be attained in tandem. We are college graduates who fought to achieve on our own terms, doing what we love to do, our sport. So life beyond college athletics and from today forward is going to be completely different and new. But we have earned the capacity to be able to trust in our own process. We have acquired the skills from our sport, family, coaches, and teammates to handle any challenges that come about. And we will be able to look back on our time in athletics and be truly grateful for this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Natasha. As most of you know, this last year has been challenging in many ways. One of the most difficult blows experienced by students, coaches, and staff, particularly his Lobo football brothers, was the loss last November of Lobo football defensive lineman Najee Flowers. As gigantic as he was in stature, his personality and his heart were even bigger. His legacy is honored today thanks to the tireless efforts of many people, particularly his academic advisors Brian Ferguson, Shannon Dooley, Joe DeBonis, and especially Andrea Pearson. Although I am saddened not to present this degree to him in person, Najee has been awarded a posthumous degree in sign language interpreting.
No one person or statement could sum up the impact of Najee Flowers on the UNM community that he was part of. So here are some thoughts from a few of the many people who saw his greatest potential. Their words can give a glimpse of the impact he made during his journey as a student and a football player at the University of New Mexico. Amanda Lujan, lecturer in the sign language interpreting program, had this to say: "He showed care, compassion, and respect that cannot be taught in the classroom, and because of this, I believe he would have offered unique skill sets, making him a great candidate for the sign language interpreting program." The Hand family had this to say: "Najee was one of the few students who stood out to us. He took the time to initiate conversations with us. In addition, it's obvious that the American Sign Language is not his native language. However, we could see the burning desire inside of him, wanting to improve his skill set. That left an impression on us." Andrea Pearson had this to say: "When Najee talked about leaving the University of New Mexico with his Bachelor of Science in Sign Language Interpreting, it was almost as if there was a new person standing in front of me who could finally see the potential in himself that so many of us around him had seen since the first moment that he walked into our lives." His tutor, Joe DeBonis, had this to say about him: "It is rare that a young person understands their place in the world so profoundly, but Najee realizes his public image and ability to impact the community of Albuquerque, and specifically the deaf community of the state of New Mexico. He also brings an attitude that this profession needs, an attitude of compassion and empathy that not everyone is born with. His desire to help and impact people is what makes Najee so special." Najee himself felt deeply about his path. "I know I still have a lot to learn, but I am ready to continue in the program and help make a difference in the world in a field that I am passionate about." Although the world will never know the extent of the difference Najee would have made, the impact he made during his life on so many people is immeasurable. We are lucky to have known him, and he will never be forgotten. He is forever in our hearts and minds.
Thank you for that beautiful tribute. Now, for the reason we have all gathered around our phone and computer screens today, I introduce to you our graduates, the class of 2020.
Emily Johnson from Western Springs, Illinois, women's soccer, Bachelor's of Business Marketing.
My name is Jessie Hicks. I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I played for the women's soccer team. I double majored in public health and psychology.
Julian Olguin from Lake Matthews, California, women's soccer, major in biology and psychology, and minor in chemistry.
Hi, my name is Brianna Warsinski. I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I was a part of the swim and dive team, and I'm graduating with a degree in criminology.
My name is Talia Passarelli. I'm on the swim and dive team. My hometown is Thornton, Colorado, and I'll be graduating with a degree in biochemistry and Spanish.
Hi, I'm Masami Terada. I'm on the swim and dive team. I'm from Tokyo, Japan. I'm graduating with a degree in finance.
My name is Natasha Dark. I am on the swimming and diving team. I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I'm graduating with a degree in biology.
Cameron O'Grady from Orange, California, women's softball, bachelor's in liberal arts.
Lauren Wilmer, Albuquerque, New Mexico, women's softball, bachelor's in liberal arts.
Hello from St. Augustine, Florida. My name is Lauren Twitty. I was on the volleyball team, majored in biochem with a psych minor.
Emily Nenninger from Albuquerque, New Mexico, beach volleyball, Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry with a minor in psychology.
My name is Asia Robertson. I'm from San Francisco, California. I play for the women's basketball team, and I just graduated with my degree in liberal arts.
Corey Manigault from Suitland, Maryland. I play basketball and I major in psychology.
Jaquan Lyle, men's basketball, Evansville, Indiana.
Hello, my name is Van Jackson. I play basketball. I'm from Pasadena, California, and my major is interpersonal communication with a minor in business management.
Brandon Burton, football, from Los Angeles, California, major in psychology, minor in communications.
Elijah Lilly, from San Bernardino, California, football, bachelor in liberal arts. Shout out to the Coconut Boys.
Cedric Patterson III, Crosby, Texas, football, bachelor's of arts in psychology.
Jared Sylvester, football, liberal arts, Clayton, New Jersey.
What's up, guys? It is Chris Estrella from San Jacinto, California, and I'm a football player who finally graduated with his degree in business marketing. Go Bows!
My name is Cam Miller. I'm from Las Cruces, New Mexico. I play football, and I'm graduating with a degree in business administration.
Johnny Hernandez from Temecula, California, football, Bachelor of Science.
Teton Saltis from Pine Ridge, South Dakota, Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, a minor in Native American Studies.
Russell Sinclair from Pretoria, South Africa, golf with a BBA in accounting.
Sam Dickey, Las Vegas, Nevada, men's golf, Bachelor in Business Administration.
Andrew Gillespie from Albuquerque, New Mexico, on the baseball team, graduating with a liberal arts degree.
Justin Watari from Roseville, California, baseball, with a bachelor's in business administration.
Alexis Gutierrez from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Dance, Bachelor's in Business Administration.
Congratulations to every single one of you. I hope you know how terribly sad we are not to be able to hug you and tell you how proud we are of you. All of us are amazed at what you've accomplished and so glad to have had you in our lives for the period of time that we did. Congratulations to you all. I'm honored to call you ours. You've made a tremendous difference to our university and to our department. We look forward to hearing about all the amazing things you will do in your future. At this time, I would be remiss if I didn't again thank ProView for allowing this incredible, amazing opportunity to occur, as well as Joe Tente and Rafa Amaya and Daniel Gallegos and Heidi Nordstrom, who all worked so hard to make this happen. We are so gratified and excited to celebrate you today and to welcome you into the Brotherhood, because you will be now, as an alum, a Lobo for life. You all go and celebrate and be happy. We love you. Go Lobos.
Emily Johnson from Western Springs, Illinois, Women's Soccer, Bachelor's of Business Marketing.
My name is Jessie Hicks. I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I played for the women's soccer team. I double majored in public health and psychology.
Jillian Olguin from Lake Matthews, California, women's soccer, major in biology and psychology, and minor in chemistry.
Hi, my name is Brianna Warsinski. I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I was a part of the swim and dive team, and I'm graduating with a degree in criminology.
My name is Talia Passarelli. I'm on the swim and dive team. My hometown is Thornton, Colorado, and I'll be graduating with a degree in biochemistry and Spanish.
Hi, I'm Masami Terada. I'm on the swim and dive team. I'm from Tokyo, Japan. I'm graduating with a degree in finance.
My name is Natasha Dark. I am on the swimming and diving team. I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I'm graduating with a degree in biology.
Cameron O'Grady from Orange, California, women's softball, bachelor's in liberal arts.
Lauren Wilmer, Albuquerque, New Mexico, women's softball, bachelor's in liberal arts.
Hello from St. Augustine, Florida. My name is Lauren Twitty. I was on the volleyball team, majored in biochem with a psych minor.
Emily Nenninger from Albuquerque, New Mexico, beach volleyball, Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry with a minor in psychology.
My name is Asia Robertson. I'm from San Francisco, California. I play for the women's basketball team, and I just graduated with my degree in liberal arts.
Corey Manigault from Suitland, Maryland. I play basketball and I major in psychology.
Jaquan Lyle, men's basketball, Evansville, Indiana.
Hello, my name is Van Jackson. I play basketball. I'm from Pasadena, California, and my major is interpersonal communication with a minor in business management.
Brandon Burton, football, from Los Angeles, California, major in psychology, minor in communications.
Elijah Lilly from San Bernardino, California, football, bachelor in liberal arts. Shout out to the Coconut Boys.
Cedric Patterson III, Crosby, Texas, football, Bachelor's of Arts in psychology.
Derek Sylvester, football, liberal arts, Clayton, New Jersey.
What's up, guys? It is Chris Estrella from San Jacinto, California, and I'm a football player who finally graduated with a degree in business marketing. Go Bows!
My name is Cam Miller. I'm from Las Cruces, New Mexico. I play football, and I'm graduating with a degree in business administration.
Johnny Hernandez from Temecula, California, football, Bachelor of Science.
minor in Native American Studies.
Russell Sinclair from Pretoria, South Africa, Golf, with a BBA in accounting.
Sam Dickey, Las Vegas, Nevada, men's golf, Bachelor in Business Administration.
Andrew Gillespie from Albuquerque, New Mexico, on the baseball team, graduating with a liberal arts degree.
Justin Watari from Roseville, California, baseball, with a bachelor's in business administration.
Alexis Gutierrez from Albuquerque, New Mexico, dance, bachelor's in business administration.